So when I try to walk and ground, this is what my cats do. Hello, you trying to help me ground? I'm trying to walk here. I already petted you like 1,000,001 times. I'm trying to avoid you so I don't step on you. Okay. I'll step over you. The grass is a little bit wet, but that's okay. I'm grounding anyway. I hope you guys are grounding every day, wet grass or not. It's important to ground. Oh, you're back. Watch out, I don't want to step on you, honey. I have to walk with my legs open just to get you. Salem is like, please stop and pet me. Okay, there you go. You're alright. You'll be fine. And let me get my grounding. I'll step over you then. It's like a maze field, trying to avoid stepping on you. Hello. Okay. Continue. Anyway, as I said, I hope you guys are grounding. The energies have been pretty intense, but in a good way, I feel. Not disabling, I feel. It's more like uplifting, or at least that's how I'm experiencing it. I don't know how you guys are experiencing it. It depends on where you are frequency-wise and how much you can match it, I guess. Watch out. We're getting lots of apples and fruit on our trees, which is kind of fun too. I don't know if you guys can see it. We've got apples everywhere. So that's fun too. It's a little windy and droopy today, but we need the moist. We haven't seen like a solid rain, I think in over a month. So it's been raining less. Get off my foot. This is gonna be a weird video. Toot toot. I'm gonna lift you. I'm gonna lift you. He's like, nope, not moving. I'm gonna lift you. I'm gonna lift you. No, there's the other one. I know. I love you too. Yes. Do you guys have that too? Every time they see me, they drop and they do this. I call it the dropping disease. All my cats have dropping disease. They see me and they do this and they want to be petted. Right, Squealy? We call him Squealer because as a baby he would squeal really high every time you touched him. Now he loves to be touched. Okay. It's a dropping disease. Okay. Most of the cats are out, up and running, catching mice. But I'm trying to get my grounding in before it gets too rainy, which is welcome. We need the rain. We really, really do. Yeah. You gonna eat the snail? Oh, I don't know. It's kind of slimy. Found a snail. Anyway, over here we got peaches. Lots of peaches. Lots and lots of peaches everywhere. You can tell it's been very dry. The leaves are dried out. I did try to water them regularly with rainwater that we collect. But I think we have one pear growing. Yeah, we just have one pear. But you know what? It's the first time we're getting so much fruit. This is the first year, so we're into year 5 now. And this is the first year that we're actually getting so much fruit. Okay, watch out. Step over you. So, we got all kinds of berries growing. Some of it's small, some of it's good. We got all kinds of veggies planted and sowed. We got, I don't know what you call these. They're nice and they're sour and they're just really good. I don't know what they're called in English. And then we have cassis here. I don't know what that's called in English either. We call that cassis. They get dark blue. Lots of cassis. And then we got our grapes growing. They're growing a little bit everywhere. If you guys have tips, don't be afraid to share them. We're still learning how to grow our own food. These are raspberries. So we got tons of raspberries this year. Again, this is the first year we have so much fruit because the bees came back this year. Last year, this is blackberry. Tons and tons of blackberries. So I'm excited. I really am excited. And then we got blueberries here. It's a small plant still, but it is got some nice blueberries on there, so I'm excited. And then we got cherries on our cherry trees. We got 2 apple trees that have a bunch of apples. We have 3 peach trees that are full of peaches. And of course, this is our walnut tree. This huge tree right here gives kilos of nuts every year. Usually start falling somewhere in September, October. Yeah, I figured I'd take you on my morning grounding walk. The birds are busy. We got lots of elderberry. I believe it's elderberry. They say you can make lemonade with elderberry, but I haven't tried it yet, and I want to make sure it is elderberry. But as far as I've looked up, the leaves and the flowers and the stuff looks like that's what it is. We're still discovering plants after 5 years living here in our garden. But I think it is elderberry. It smells real good. If you guys are elderberry experts, they smell real good. Let me know if this looks like this is the leaf. If this looks like elderberry. It's got these little dots on it. I have another one over there. See, it kind of grows everywhere. It seems like the sun's shining. Isn't that weird? But over there we got some dark clouds. Oh, that sun feels good. I love me some sun. So we got a very old, we did clear this one. This one had died. In order to find that one, which I think is a peach tree, or no, a prune tree that's been hiding for years. There's still a lot of, the grass is so long. I cut it every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks it's back to like super long, because we have a lot of moist in the morning. We had a lot of dew here because we're surrounded by fields, and those fields release their moist in the morning. Creates dew every morning. no matter how hot it is, which is good because that everything grows real fast here. Although we don't have the warmest climate, but it's been nice and warm. So these are our cherry trees. They're all full of cherries, but they're still green. So they were very late this year. The cherries came very late. But yeah, these are all cherry trees, cherry trees, cherry trees. Let's see. Anyway. Looks like the cats have given up. This is like a leftover wall from a home in the medieval times that was here. I kind of put my grass cuttings in front of it now to suppress some of the weeds, but I'm hoping one day to be able to plant something that'll grow on there with flowers and then put a little bench there that we can just kind of sit underneath, you know, underneath the flowers. Kind of what I'm hoping for, but there's so much. This is our natural border of nettles because over there is the road, and then the other side is where the sheep and the goats are. But we leave this natural border. One, it kind of prevents the chickens from going on the road, and two, nettles are very healthy. So they make great teas, very purifying. So, and yeah, animals can hide in it, and it's you know, just natural. So we leave the natural border. And this is a nectarine tree, although we only have 3. We have 1, 2, 3. But this is the first year it's getting fruit, so we're very happy with that. And then we have a rhododendron that I got for my birthday last year from my neighbors. And then we got more peaches. This is a branch that my neighbor across gave me. That was from his peach tree over there. And yeah, we're gonna have lots of peaches this year. And then we got the rhubarb growing, which I definitely need to cut, but my freezer already has so much rhubarb in it. Hi, Littlefoot. That's Littlefoot. Littlefoot was born here after his mama was taken by a predator, and his father was also taken by a predator. So we took the egg in, noticed that it was fertilized, and we hatched it ourselves. And then eventually we got a mama that took care of it as it was growing slowly. Chanel took care of it, and she's got a nice little color. She's a mix between a big brown chicken and a small little, you remember Coco, our little rooster? Yeah. Unfortunately, he also was taken probably by a fox. We have a lot of foxes here, badgers, wild boar, who destroyed my lawn once when their whole family decided to pass through here. They make really big holes in they dig and they look for, I guess, worms and whatever, but I had to really patch up a lot of my grass. But that's okay, that's nature. They just do what they do. But yeah, it was luckily they left the trees. They didn't touch any of our trees. They just made holes in our grass. Hi, Pumpkin. Oh no, it's Salem. Sorry, I can't get you to part. The only way I can tell is by your collar. Pumpkin! There's Pumpkin. Hi, baby. No, don't think about it. Don't go on there. It's dangerous. Because it's too high. Last time you were on there, we couldn't get you down because we didn't have a ladder that was tall enough. Anyway, They're celebrating Ascension here, the religious holiday, so it's kind of a day off. Not for me. I got clients today. But it's kind of calm outside. No cars, which is nice. No cars. Pumpkin's got a little patch missing on his fur because he actually, I don't know what he did, but he must have jumped on a branch or something and it penetrated his skin and I could see his muscles. So he was indoors for about a month while I was trying to heal his wounds, and Gerald was healing, and that it worked. So luckily I did vet school. You guys are lucky. I know how to treat wounds and things like that, so what to give him. But their fur grows back really, really slowly, so it looks like he's got a little hole in him, but he's okay. Everything is closed up, and he's been fine for a couple of weeks now. What you doing? Hi. Hi, little foot. Come say hi. Hi, baby. She walks funny. She's got the moves like Jagger, as Gerald always says. She's got a funny walk. She's gonna go join the rest of the family. Anyway, I've noticed that a lot of people always like, where have you been, Emma? A lot of people are asking why I'm not making more videos, but the thing is, Spirit has advised us. Oh, looks like our neighbors are going to do some grass trimming. Spirit has advised us to focus on being, and to approach creation and manifestation differently. To not just pump out video after video after video just to remain seen, for the views and all of that. And I never really cared for that anyway, but I care more about, being a help, being of assistance. So that's why I don't just make videos to make videos. I make videos when I feel guided to pick up my phone and, hi honey, and share life with you and share things that Spirit asked me to share. And a lot of it I share on my Patreon weekly. But yeah, we gotta live by example. It's not about pumping out videos for views, for income, for money, which is just barely anything on those. People think they can make millions off of that. Yeah, well, if you have millions of views on every video, maybe, but you won't make millions, I can tell you that. But I don't even care about that. I never have. I care about truth. That's what I care about. I think it's the most valuable currency we have is truth. Because it's the truth that leads us to the answers that we're all seeking in this life. Oh, we got some sticky stuff growing. Look at that. It's growing in my flowers. Do you guys know what this is? Sticky weed. It sticks, look. It sticks to you. But it is great for detoxing and making teas of. Sticky weed. Do you know what I mean? Like you stick it there, it'll stick. Sticky weed. Yeah. People call it a weed, but it is an enormously powerful herb, plant, whatever it is. When made into teas, detoxes liver, kidneys, and all of that. So, we all have medicine everywhere in our garden. We just need to learn to, we have to educate ourselves. everything they ever told us was weeds and needed to be destroyed are some of the most powerful herbs and plants that we have. But they don't want us to know that because they don't make millions off the plants that grow in your garden. So my advice is buy yourself a book with natural medicine and go explore your garden. We got buttercups, which are really pretty, but be careful with buttercups. Don't ever give them to horses because they are toxic for horses. So they are toxic. Keep that in mind. But there's a lot of things we can eat. We can make teas from. Dandelions, as you guys know, are very, very powerful. Stinging nettle, very good. If, for example, you have allergies, you know, you're allergic to pollen or cats or whatever, if you sting yourself, you put your hands and your arms over him, yeah, it's gonna be a little uncomfortable at first, but your skin actually gets used to it if you do it regularly. The stinging nettle helps, the sting of it helps to get rid of the allergies. Something most people don't know. So, just something to think about. Clover, for example. Clover flowers. You guys have seen them. These are clover flowers. Right? You get your clover, you get the flowers. These are edible. You can eat these in salads. They have a lot of vitamin C in them. And a bunch of other vitamins. There's the dropping disease again. Hi, Dopey. Good morning. What you doing? Oh, look at you. Look at you. Yeah, that feel good. Where's that feel good? Oh, your neighbor's making noise. They're cutting the grass. That's okay. Needs to be done. It needs to be done. That feel good. Touching your animals helps you ground as well because their feet are always connected to the ground, therefore charging their bodies. And then when you touch their fur, they pass on that electrical charge into your body. And so grounding by touching animals is the same as touching your feet with the earth. Just to give you a tip. Anyway, I'm just probably babbling right now. We got lots of strawberries, but I need to trim the leaves a bit. Too many leaves, and they cover up the strawberries. And then the sun can't get to them. But this is our strawberry patch. So a lot of times I will just cut leaves just to create light. Because the strawberries are in there. Hiding. And let's see, what else do we have in our garden? Well, we have another peach tree over here. That's another peach tree full of peaches. And we have lots of herbs right in front of the house. We got violets, which are also edible, over there. You can tell it's dry because, see, this is like the grass where it's the thinnest. There used to be no grass here, according to my neighbor. This was all rock because the tractors needed traction to go into the hanger. So this wasn't grass at all when my neighbor grew up here. But, you know, grass is taken over, which is fine. But because it's a thin layer of grass, dry is always the quickest. So we got our, what do you call them? Violets, pansies. I don't know what you call them in English. But, yeah, those are edible. see, what else do we have? Yeah, it's very hard on my feet. We have Echinacea, which helps with the immune system, but they're still growing. They come back every year. Let me show you. We got more rhubarb over there. There's Luna hiding in the grass, waiting for something to pop up. And then here we got lavender thyme, but I did not treat my thyme very well. We got chives, we got oregano, more thyme. We got rosemary, 2 big rosemary bushes, which very powerful herb, very, very powerful. Good for strong hair, strong, long, healthy hair. We got mint, which you do have to keep under control. And then this is lemon balm. And this is Echinacea. So the flowers are coming. Comes back every year, and they do spread out. So this is what it looks like. If you might have seen it in vitamins, Echinacea, right? So it is medicinal. See, medicinal plant, and yeah, comes back every year. And then I collect the seeds, which are in here, and then I will continue to grow them a little bit all over. So we had them last year. They're very beautiful flowers to look at, but also wonderful for boosting the immune system. So there you go. The rest are just flowers. I like flowers. So, and we got, here is a little bit still in the making. These get really nice little red flowers, and then we have these. These were already here when we moved here. So these get bigger every year. They were kind of suppressed because this was completely covered in weeds. But there you go. There's the back of my house. So this is what I do. When I ground, rain or sunshine. If it rains, I just take an umbrella outside. Yeah, this is all food. This is all food. So, you know, starving on this property is probably not going to happen. No matter what happens, there is food growing everywhere. Even, this is, I don't know if you can see it, my view. It just keeps going, but all around the fields, far, far away over there, there are walnuts, hazelnut trees, cherries, apple trees, just randomly by the side of the road. They don't really belong to anybody. Nobody uses them. So every now and then I take a walk and I take my bucket and I collect hazelnuts when they're ready, and I collect apples, and there's always something to be found. This is also an apple tree, which I haven't planted yet. This is Granny Schmidt's, and this is my lemon tree, which almost died last year, but I believe it was gone, but my gut said to leave it there, and it came back. And then this is, well, there's some weeds in there I gotta pull out, but this is my chamomile, which I make tea with once the flowers come out. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I don't know why, I just wanted to take you along. I hope this was soothing, and I hope my connection to Earth is passed on to you guys as I walk, because we can share a moment and therefore share our energy. Even if we're not in the same location, space and time is just an illusion. We're all at the same place at the same time, but in different frequencies, different realities, overlapping one another. Kind of a difficult concept to accept. People always think spirit is away from us, that those dimensions are somewhere out there, far away from this planet. But in reality, we're all in the same place, just different vibrations, therefore not always accessible to the conscious self, because we might not be resonating at that same frequency. Ooh, you guys found the mole. You guys what are you looking at? They can hear them under the ground because they're a little bit everywhere, but they're so cute and just doing their job, so there's no killing here. Grass will grow back. In the meantime, they create tunnels of air for the grass. So, and they dig up lots of dirt, which I then scoop up, which is great dirt, by the way. It's completely loose and aerated. And we use it to fill up flower boxes and things like that. But they can hear them under the ground, which is kind of funny sometimes. They're like, I know he's out there. One of these days he's going to stick his head out. They've never been able to catch one. They're quick. Although they're blind, they are pretty quick. Anyway. I hope you guys use this video to go along ground. Take me along with you on your walk. And allows you to see that we all need to slow down at least 10-20 minutes of your day. Here's my view. This tree got hit by lightning a long time ago, but as you can tell, nature does not give up. It keeps on growing. So there you go. See if we can get a little closer. There's my view. Keeps going and going all around the house. So what we've planted this year, it's grain. Right now it's just grain where they make flour from. So that's growing nicely. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.